So here we are back for round one. I lost the die roll. Waiting for my opponent to decide what they're going to do. Alright, so I'm playing second. This hand is pretty awkward. Black is my splash, and I have two swamps. Don't really have a great early play, so I'm going to mulligan, I believe. I think that's right. Yeah, I need to draw. A forest to be able to play this, and two mountains to be able to play this. Yeah, and this you don't want to be playing as your lead spell. So I do want to mulligan. This is also pretty awkward. I need to draw a land, and then I can cycle with Prophetic Prism. If it's a mountain, then I can play an Ash Zealot. I'm on the draw. I'm going to try this. Seems pretty loose, though. I'll give it a try. Did not get a land. It's a bad sign. So I'll just pass the turn. He doesn't aggro me out too hard. He's playing Rakdos, and this is very awkward. Well, hope we draw something. My opponent is also playing Jund. Ooh. Pretty good. Okay, well. This actually trades, so I'm fairly happy with this. He can start dredging, but since only half the spells, he only has one pact with Old Ravnica Go Garden cards in it. So dredge should be pretty bad. Sorry about that. Yeah, and the Desecrator Demon is very, very good here. Do not want to sacrifice creature right now. There's another forest, so now I can play a prism. This Desecrator Demon is going to be very hard to deal with. And that's not going to help a lot. I'm not going to sacrifice a creature here either, nor am I going to attack. Right now, that's not going to be great for me either. So we can I'm probably just going to lose here. Not going to sacrifice. I can chump this. I'm taking 6 either way, and this way I don't put a counter on Desecrator Demon. This game will be over in very short order, I believe. May have just gotten a very bad pool. It's hard to say. So here I can play the Exmata Guildmage and just chump. I think I'm just going to scoop up this game. No need to let him know that I have red, and that's the only spells I can really cast right now. So I'm just going to scoop it up and see about going to game 2. Kept a very loose hand. Massive Raid doesn't even seem great here. Seems like a card I probably should have had main deck if I'm going to be main green. Electricity, I didn't see a lot of stuff. Electricity could do some work. If I had had it, I could have blown out that. The Moldervan Cloak. This doesn't even deal with Discard Demon very well. Yeah, this is going to be a hard match to win. Kind of just have to aggro him out, which is going to be difficult to do. Very difficult indeed. Alright, well, let's drop. Putrefy is about my only way to take care of Desecrator Demon. It's pretty disgusting. So these pump spells don't seem great. A little burst of strength. Let's try running this. I would like to play first. This is also a little awkward. So we need to draw green or black land. This to work very well. But I don't really want to go down to 6 again. I don't know if this is correct either. I always have a bit of a problem figuring out when to mulligan. Okay, so that is pretty good. I think he's main black though, so the Seal of Doom is not the best. It's a little bit difficult. I don't know what he could be playing. It's hard to anticipate his plays when I don't know half the cards in this set. Could play Seal of Doom here, just to use my mana. Yeah, I don't think it's worth trying to conceal information. If I draw a green card next turn, I'm just going to want to use this. But I would like to have another card to deal some damage first. This Bloodthirst is a little bit awkward. Hopefully I don't have to wait until after this Maze Rusher goes down to be able to play it. Okay, so this is pretty good. It's a very good draw. As long as he doesn't just kill it immediately, I'm pretty happy here. Block this, and it still won't trade. If I attack in, he can trade. He can trade both of the cards for it. Kind of hope he just attacks. Would really like to get in with this, but I believe he's going to block with this. I might be able to get up Bloodthirst, turn on Bloodthirst in a couple turns. This I will probably just kill. So they have it off the table. That way you cannot trade with Robo-Belt Raiders. But yeah, I'm going to attack in here. He can block with the Rusalka, and that's fine. He's losing the value on the -1/-1, so he may just take it. He's a little bit ahead of me, but I think I can race pretty well with this Robo-Belt Raider. And the next turn I can drop a Maze Rusher and get in for a whole bunch more damage. Yep, so he just let it through. It would be nice to draw a forest or a green source pretty soon, so I can play these Bloodthirst guys. Yeah, he's just getting in for 4 damage here. Alright, so he's giving his 3/1 trample and making a couple blockers. Seems okay. He only has he cannot trade, but on the crackback he'll have 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7 with extort. So yeah, I think he has to block here. I don't really have any other plays, so I'm just going to keep applying pressure. He'll be taking 12 damage here, which means he will have to hold back. He's not playing red, so it's very unlikely that he has any burn. He can do this. If he gets another swamp, he could kill the Maze Rusher, but you'd have to sack his board, most of his board, to do it. So now he's at 10. He can chump one of them. So this is a little bit awkward. I may just have to hold my team back. So he's getting in for 5. Put a plague counter on Plague Boiler or remove Plague Counter from it. Plague Boiler has 3 more counters on it. Sacrifice it if you do. Destroy all non-land permanents. Ooh, so it's a Wrath. So kill all his stuff too. Probably fine. Remove a counter from it. Sure. So here, just annihilating fire his guy and get in for lethal. It's not likely that he can have much for 1 green, and yeah, I think this is just game. Attack in here, do 14 damage. And win. Sweet. Back to sideboarding. Is there anything I was missing on green sources? I have 6, 7. Maybe I just want to drop a mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 8 is fine. I have 9 red sources. Yeah, so let's just run this back and try again. We got a mono red hand, which I'm actually pretty happy with. You can play Ash at turn 2, have Electricity up. I would not like to mulligan. Sand actually seems very good. Yes. That's fine, we'll just need to draw a few more lands for it. Oh, this is only 2 creatures, so I can't finish him with it. Yeah, Wasteland Viper's fine. Ash Zealot has first strike, so we can attack and block into it. Golgari Cluestone is also very good here. If I draw another land, it gets me both my black and green that I need, and can ramp me up a little bit. You got. He's not attacking me. Probably means he does not have a pump spell of any kind. Well, he may block. Does a pump spell? I can. Annihilating Fire. But here I'm just going to play Cluestone. Use my mana. Ramp into this Transguild Courier. Plague Boiler is interesting. So I don't want to overextend into that. but here I'm just going to attack again. Then just hold up an island fire, I guess. You'll need... Interesting. I guess I could play the courier and force him to sack the plague boiler and put a little more pressure on him. I don't like that a lot. I think I'm just going to hold up an island fire. Try to keep the board at parity. Make him sack this to deal with my Ash Zealot for less benefit. Sure. Did not see this card played a lot in Return to Ravnica. It's not very constructed playable, and it's a rare, so it was not drafted that often. Even when it was drafted, it's not a great card. Interesting. Stinkweed Imp. That'll be a good target for my Nightlighting Fire. And even a Fiery Conclusion, Electrickery to deal with the Desecrator Demon is pretty good. So I have ways to deal with those cards, so I'm not too worried about it. This this is actually kind of awesome. So I'm going to attack with the Zealot and then play a Burning Tree Bloodscale for Bloodthirst. Just going to make this more enticing to pop. It's possible that I should just be applying more pressure, but I think I'm in a pretty good position right now. I'm currently at unboard. And I have ways to deal with the 2 bombs he just pulled out. Dredge 5 is interesting. I don't know how much dredge stuff he has. He says a Moldavine Cloak and that 3/1. But not too worried about that. Take yo damage, son. Any abilities or spells. So now I'm going to play this Bloodscale. Sweet. So I do not plan to be blocking his Wasteland Viper. I will take the 1 damage. I guess we plays the Desecrator Demon here. Makes things a little different. He's not going to. Very interesting. So I'll just... what's his plan here? Why wouldn't he play... I guess he's going to use this and then blow it. Play his Desecration Demon afterward. It's not terrible. So I guess I don't want to actually use the ability. I'll let him trade. This is interesting. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'll trade with the Viper. If he wants to use this, that's fine. I'd rather be able to play this courier after it blows it, I think. Yeah, this is really interesting. I think I'm in a pretty bad position here either way. Maybe I just attack with the Ash Zealot. I'll just put him in an interesting position. Oh, that makes this guy unblockable by the creature. So he's not as good, and it's 3 mana. Could also Annihilating Fire this and just get in for 5, but then I think I'm just going to attack with this. See what he does. Oh shoot, I forgot to play Mountain. That was a misplay. So yeah, he's going to blow this, which is fine, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. Now he's going to drop a Desecration Demon. Oh, this take my Cluestone too? Non-land permanents. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. So let's do this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to 3-for-1 myself to get rid of this demon. Could just arm him and swing in, but I don't like that a lot. Yeah, this is looking pretty rough for me again. So it doesn't have the red for this, so this is just a 3/2. Or it might just be a splash. Okay, so here I can play a Maze Rusher. I could just wait for a couple turns. And eventually armed the Maze Rusher. I'm going to attack in with this. I might be able to get some free damage in. And if he blocks, yeah, I can just do this in response. It's pretty brutal, but I had to do it. See, tax in with both. I think next turn I just play a Maze Rusher and swing in. The following turn I can Annihilating Fire a blocker and then armed him. Seems a little too slow at the moment. So yeah, I'm just going to stick with the plan. He can hit me for 4. If he has 2 spells, I guess I just die. Gross. I'm going to just have to burn this now then. Yeah, because he could just get back the Stinkweed Imp. But he didn't. Maybe he just forgot about it. That's pretty awkward. If I draw a land, I can actually kill both of these with this. that's perfect. Okay, so this is 4. Oh shoot, I'm a land short. I have to do something, otherwise he's going to attack for 4. If I try to shoot this, he... so then he's just trading the Maze Rusher. Yeah, it's kind of what I have to do. It's not great at all. Otherwise, he may just try to put the counter on here. Oh, that's not great either. Yeah. All right. Well, looks like we're out of game for round 1. It's not great. Yeah, this deck doesn't seem super strong, but we'll see how it goes. All right, see you in round 2.